Hey, I'm Paul Symington from Symington Family Estates in Portugal. It's a family business, and I'm here to talk about the climate change and how it's affecting us. And there's no doubt that the weather is getting hotter in the Douro. It does lead to instability, and our major problem is erosion. We have the largest area of mountain vineyard on Earth. There are over 40,000 hectares of vineyard, and when it rains heavily, the soil washes away. So we're really having to work hard to improve our situation. We're planting cover crops. We've reduced the erosion by up to 80%. We worked out we were losing 1.7 tons per hectare per year with our soil and our rainfall. That's too much, and we wouldn't have any vineyards left. So we have a lot of challenges.
What about temperature increases that you're seeing and grape varieties that are particularly good at withstanding those temperatures?
We have data from 1967 to today, and so over 40 years we've had 1.2 degree average increase over that period, and that's quite frightening. It means that some areas of the Douro will become possibly unsustainable if this sort of average increase carries on. We have, of course, the option in the Douro moving higher up the hillside, which is not open to many other regions. But we do have some advantages, and one of them is that you can move up the hillside. The second is that our grape varieties undoubtedly have adapted to the Douro. Touriga Nacional, in particular, carries on ripening its fruit and photosynthesizing at over 32 degrees C. Very few grape varieties do that. Most will actually stop photosynthesizing. So we already have grape varieties which are readily adaptable, and actually there's a growing interest from wine growing areas around the world on grapes like Touriga Franca, Touriga Nacional, which can work with rainfalls average of about 400 to 500 millimeters a year and temperatures of 35 in the shade. So I think increasingly people will come to us to get the grape varieties, although we have a lot to learn from them as well.
Do you think that family wineries are particularly well placed in dealing with this issue?
I'm not sure that family wineries are better placed to deal with climate change issues. I think we probably are the big groups, the giant international companies on wine are pretty capable. What I do think is that families go very well with wine companies. You plant a vineyard for 5, 10, 15 years down the road. You don't plant it for something you'll get next year. Everything you do in a winery and in a vineyard is for the medium to long term. That doesn't go very well with filing quarterly reports for the city. And so I do believe that there is a great synergy between wine and family businesses, more than perhaps any other sector of business. And that's certainly the belief my family has. Right now in the middle, Portugal has just been declared virtually bankrupt. We are replanting vineyards, 20 hectares we redid this winter. It's not for this year or next year, it's for 10 years down the road.